Chapter 2, Production Possibility Curves. In this video, we're going to look at points along the production possibility frontier. So on your practice problem set, we did a graph very similar to this. This is a graph of the United States' PPF for wheat in computers. The only difference here is I've added a bunch of different points along the line. We have points A, B, C, D, and E, and then I've added points X and Y. Remember, if we wanted to produce at point E, we're making 5,000 tons of wheat, but that also means we're using all of our labor hours for wheat and we're making 0 computers. At point A, we're making 500 computers and no wheat. Points B, C, and D are combinations of wheat and computers. So let's talk about what these points tell us. Remember, we're splitting our 50,000 labor hours between wheat and computers, but it takes workers in the United States a different amount of time in order to produce wheat compared to how quickly they can produce computers. So the amount of each product or the combination of each product differs as you move along that blue line. So points that are on the line, like A, B, C, D, and E, represent points that are possible. Remember, that line is called the production possibility curve. So this line represents the maximum amount possible. And you can have any combination on that line between A and E or any in between that could possibly be made. If it's right on the line, the point means that this particular producer is using all of their resources efficiently. All of their workers are working, all of their technology is functioning. Every single thing that they have is producing units of output of wheat, computers, or both. If you look at a point like X, X is underneath or to the left of the curve. Remember that blue line is the maximum production that's possible. So when you're at a point like X, we're making a much smaller amount of wheat and a much smaller amount of computers than what's possible. So points like X mean that it is possible we can make that combination of wheat and computers, but it's not efficient. There's something going on. Our workers aren't working, our technology is not working, maybe our factories are sitting idle, maybe the technology is not functioning properly, or maybe our workers are on strike. If you look at point Y is outside of the PPF or to the right. So at point Y, something that's above the production that's possible, it means we can't currently make it. We would have to have more access to new resources, more laborers, more technology, something to make us more efficient with what we have in order to reach a production point like Y.